Hello everyone, I'm Heather. It is 3 in the morning and we are waiting for a cab to take us to the airport. I don't know how to feel. Part of me feels like this is the morning, really early in the morning, and thus I should be unhappy. But also part of me feels like 3 a.m., that's my domain. You know, I should be coming home drunk, I should have a soda. Okay, today's book is The Other Side of You by Amanda Craig, and we're gonna do that for shorts with pockets. I think because I'm sort of thinking there's like little stuff, do you see? Little pocket stuff. Again, dagger, like you'd definitely put that shit in your pocket, like where else would you put it? So this one is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, but set in like a really rough housing estate in London. So this kid, he witnesses the murder of his auntie by this like gang of teenagers on the estate. And they like know that he's seen them do it, so they go after him, right? And it's apparently like a notoriously vicious estate. He hasn't really been off the estate for years because you can't go into other estates because like that's other gang territories, you know, like that. So he's like running at the very beginning, so it opens up with him like sprinting hell for leather, okay, and they're like shooting at him, they're trying to like throw knives at him, they're running after him, and he finally sort of bursts through like the borders of his estate, you know, and now he's free, he's like running, he's like, holy shit, like this is the furthest I've ever been. And he ends up in this like weird garden thing, like surrounded by barbed wire and really high fences. Like he sort of like climbs higher than he's ever climbed, and like the entire time that he's doing this, entire time he's running and climbing, doing all this shit, he's got like this voice in the back of his head, which is like, you know, now do this, now jump, now duck, now hide. Okay, now turn left, you know, like that, like a sort of voice that's like helping him as he goes. And he ends up then in this like peaceful garden thing with a greenhouse and like fruit trees, and like it looks like it's been sort of recently abandoned because it's got like it's got water, it's got electricity, like not a lot, you know, it's like an outhouse type thing, it's got like just sort of garden amenities, but it's got like a couple tins of stuff, like it's got a couple tins of tuna and like beans and stuff like that. And it's got first aid kit, so he's got all these like scrapes and crap from like the knives the kids were throwing and stuff. So he sorts himself out with emergency kit, has some tuna, finds a corner and has a sleep, you know, and then wakes up, has some more painkillers, you know, gets some antibiotics, blah, 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 sorts himself out and has a sleep again. And that's sort of where we are at the minute. Like, I'm not hating it, it's intriguing. It's like, I like retellings in sort of new and sort of modern ways. Like, I think same with the like Mabinogi books that I like. I like that it's a sort of old tale that you know and you can recognize pieces of it, but sort of reborn in a different way. Anyway, we're currently in Mallorca waiting for Daddy to get out the toilet, and then we're gonna go get some food.
I'm so hungry.
I am really hungry. That's the only thing now, I think, between me and feeling human. Like, I needed to have a wee, like I needed to have a drink, I needed to have a nap. I've done all that stuff now, and now I think it's just a bit of hanger left over because we got up at like 3 in the morning.
We actually did.
So after I have a snack, I'm then gonna stop being like a goblin version of myself, which is like me, but dumber and angrier. Like, there was this woman on the plane who kept like scooching past me, like she muscled past me for no goddamn reason, maybe just to chat to someone or look for something or whatever, and then muscled past me again to go back, and I was gonna take her down. I was like, muscle past me one more time. We're gonna go Matt, girlfriend.
But Mom, you also told Dad
like,
to muscle someone.
I will take you down. No, I told you to muscle in as well. Again, at the baggage claim thing or whatever, everyone was like standing way too close to the belt. Like, you know, everyone knows, okay, your mother teaches you how to behave, okay? You still behave how your mother taught you to behave even when you're an old person. Don't stand so close to the belt no one can see. You stand away from the belt, and then when your bag comes, then you go and get it. Oh my god, like I'm in goblin mode at the minute, and I just need a bit of food, and then we'll be able to sort ourselves out. Maybe go pool, do something.
Yes. Yeah. But this is our first day in Spain.
Yeah, first day vacation. Okay, we're still in the hotel, right? We haven't left yet. Like, we've been here for a while. Like, first, like, changing the toilet, and then stuff happened, and then, like, now we've realized we've missed a window for eating, and we have to wait for another window for eating. Like, okay, but it's okay, because I'm on the balcony. It's sunny. I'm fine, okay? And also, I have finished my book. So, like, it's like just afternoon, and like I've walked 6,000 steps and finished a whole book. Like, I'm on fire, okay? I need to get up at 3 a.m. more often, okay? But here's what's happened, okay, in our book so far, or like to the end. This is what's happened. Our guy, he was living in this like greenhouse, like garden thing for a while, okay? And then this dad of this girl, who sometimes walks by, and he's in love with this girl because she walks by and she's like lovely and he likes her. This dad of this girl came by and tried to take some roses off the bush that is in this garden thing. So our kid, he's like learned how to be a gardener, like by reading all the books and listening to the radio and stuff like this. And he like cherishes his plants now. They're like his plants, and he's turned into a weirdo about them. And the dad of this girl comes by and like tries to take some roses, and he kicks off. He's like, what are you even doing? He's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I didn't know anyone lived here. He's like, well, I do, and they're my flowers, blah blah. So in exchange for him like stealing his roses, he wants his daughter, so this girl, to come and visit him, you know. And anyway, she ends up there and they chat and everything, and she like learns about his situation, and she's like really lovely and everything, and they like have a connection, but neither of them have enough money to save her from what will eventually be like an arranged marriage, because her parents are from India, and this guy has like some sort of debt back home that he's got to sort of sort out. So it's like the brother of the guy he owes money to has to marry the daughter. Anyway, like I'm not gonna tell you the whole end or anything, but like I didn't hate it. I thought it was cute, and it went really fast, and it was just like a nice little read. But to be totally fair and to be totally honest with you, I think it's probably another 3-star book. Like, it's just pretty okay, do you know what I mean? Like, maybe 3.5 stars. Didn't hate it, didn't love it, it was just okay. But I don't even care. I'm in Spain. It's sunny. Like, what do I need 5-star books for, honestly? Also, something interesting, sorry, I forgot to say, it's actually, like, made the whole of the book more interesting. So, the whole time, there's this, like, voice inside his head that's, like, telling him what to do and how to be safe and what he needs to do to be safe. And the very end bit, the author sort of put in this thing about third man syndrome, which is like a real life thing, and it happened to Shackleton in like the Arctic expedition or whatever. And it's sort of something that tends to happen sometimes to people where they're in extreme like danger, and they sort of panic a bit and their adrenaline skyrockets, and they start to feel like there's a voice that's helping them, like a friendly voice, like an angel or something, sort of guiding them to safety. And she mentions that there was a couple people in the Twin Towers on September 11th who also reported that, like they made it out of the Twin Towers before they collapsed, and they said, oh, there was a friendly voice in the background helping me to do it. And it's weird that I read that just now, because September 11th was yesterday, and there was like all those memorial things, wasn't it? It was like, I don't know, it feels a bit like Kismet that I'm reading this on like the 12th of September, you know what I mean? Anyway, fuck it, I'm gonna tell you what's up right now, okay? It's up. This bitch is what's up, okay? So I finished that book. I still have the rest of this day, okay? It's not even halfway over, and then also tomorrow to read this book that I've already finished. So I've got to move on to something else, okay? And I'm tired of this trick of 3-star books. Like, I'm gonna go crazy. So I've chosen this. I brought this originally for Anna and I to read together. Catstranauts Mission Moon by Brockington. But fuck that. Like, I know this is gonna be at least a 4-star read, maybe a 5-star read. Fuck it. I'm just gonna make this again. Like, it's like a bonus book. Another one to do with that same prompt, the pocket prompt. Look, he's got like a little snack. Where is he gonna stick his snack except for in his pocket? You know what I mean? And it's a graphic novel. It's a graphic novel for kids about cats in space. This is gonna be the 5-star book I need right now, and I don't want to hear any crap about it, okay? I'm so excited. Honestly, I'm shocked to find so many children here who are clearly British children of school age, okay? Like, what are they doing? Just taking their kids out in term time? Like, don't they know that that's bad for their education? Seriously. Who would do that? For real though, I was bricking it, thinking about taking Alma out of school. Like, everyone I sort of said to, I was like, oh, we're off to Spain in September. And they were like, in term time? You're taking your child in term time? I was like, well, has something changed recently that's like made it way worse than normal just to sort of do it? Because we do sort of, like, we don't take her out loads. Her like attendance rating is something like 98%, you know, in a year. But every year we have done like a week or week and a half or so out of school just for, you know, holidays or like seeing people or whatever. But then we got on the plane in Cardiff and there were no kids at all. There were like 3 flights leaving to like Spain or Portugal or like Croatia, etc. And it was just old people and babies. And I was like, oh shit. Like, but then like we got here and like there are quite a lot of sort of people, I think, like German speakers and a couple like French speakers that I've heard, but the vast majority of the people here are British, and there's kids just everywhere, kids of all ages, school age kids, just and their parents clearly do not care. Their parents clearly are not losing sleep at night thinking about this. Like, it's loads of them have like 3-4 kids as well. Obviously, how are they going to afford to ever take their kids to Spain in August? This is probably the only time they can go. But anyway, bit of a relief. But this book is way cute and I'm loving it. I know that it's gonna be up there in stars, okay? So the idea is, it's these 4 cats, they're astronauts, okay? So the world is having an energy crisis, which is a bit, you know, true, close to home. But it's like an immediate crisis. Like, the Earth only has like 60 days worth of enough energy to run all their crap and their lights. Like, the lights keep going off and shit like that. So the president of America, he calls in the Catstranauts because there's this scientist guy, the scientist cat. He has an idea to put solar panels on the moon and then use that as energy to power Earth, okay? So we've got our 4 like astronaut cat agents, right? We've got Blanket, Pompom, Waffles, and Major Meowser. And like, Waffles is obsessed with food, fish snacks particularly, and Blanket is obsessed with like a robot project or something that they're working on. Anyway, loving it.
This is the yummy section.
Let's get something weird. So salt and vinegar, that's not weird. What's this one? Ooh, this one's like tomato. Oh no, it's pepper. Should we get that one? Let's get paprika. Should we get paprika ones? Babes, look.
What is it?
Gazpacho. It's like soup but cold in a bottle. So we're about 2/3 of the way through, and this is so cute. It's cute as ever. I'm loving it. Okay, so now our cats have gone on a spacewalk in space. So their rocket, it's in space, they're on the way to the moon, but there was something up in the ship they had to go investigate. So they tethered themselves to the ship and they went outside the ship and now they're in space. But they've accidentally locked the door and can't get back in, which, you know, is a hazard. You know, always remember your keys when you're in space. But there was also like an issue to do with training, like a training bot. They crashed it because two of the cats, right before the day of the training thing, they were up really late at night doing their own projects. Like Waffles, he was like making food in the kitchen real late at night, and Blanket was up doing like some sort of robot project. So both of them fell asleep during the mission and crashed the bot, which is a definite no-no. Like, my favorite bit so far is that Neil Armstrong cat, you know that he's Neil Armstrong cat because he's wearing a sweatshirt that says Neil. Like, can I get a sweatshirt with my name on it? Like, where does a person get that? From Etsy? Like, we wouldn't have known otherwise that he was Neil. Holy crap. I'm so exhausted. It's like 9 o'clock and I'm ready for bed, my bitches. But I have finished Catstranauts, okay? Brilliant. Loved it. Especially the part at the end where the Catstranauts were successful, obviously, okay? They got these sort of energy things on the moon, got all this energy for Earth, and the Earthlings rejoiced, okay? But instead of using this as a lesson and using less energy, they just used that energy to just power up all their shit again. Like, it's like Times Square or something like that. Like, oh, sad, it's dark, and now yay, it's completely on fire yet again. What can go wrong? Also, I really want to know what's going on here, like, okay? Do you see Neil Armstrong cat? Like, just in with this, like, sort of seemingly normal family. It's like a dad and a mom and like 4 kids glued to the TV, right? Like, what's Neil doing there? Like, what's his role in this family? Is it kinky? Anyway, I fully enjoyed that, as I knew I would. I'm gonna go with 4 stars on this, but I'm gonna say more like 4.5. Very nearly 5 stars, okay? That's the boost I needed, and I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm gonna keep rolling, okay, with it. So that book I finished today, this morning. Oh my god, was it only this morning? The Other Side of You. I had that scheduled in for today and tomorrow. So I'm gonna keep going with this prompt, this like shorts, this pocket shorts prompt, okay? I'm gonna go with Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Okay, that's what I'm gonna read next. I'm gonna read it tomorrow. This one fits with the prompt because look, there's like tarot cards on the back. Where do you keep your tarot cards if you don't keep them in your pocket? Okay, and it is also a graphic novel that I intended to read with admin and now just will use for my own personal gain, because it is more important in my life at this moment to have 4-star and 5-star reads for Shorty September than for admin to work on her reading. Honestly, like, mommy needs it more. Okay, this Sabrina book is banging so far. I love it. This is actually the second one in the series. I read the first one ages ago and I loved it. It's about, you know, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, like, you know, the 90s TV show and everything. She's in high school and she's a teenager, but also she's learning how to be a witch. She's like half witch, half mortal. And the art in these things is so cool. Look at it. Look at this, like the gorgeous colors, like just the like metalness of it. Okay, at the moment she's dealing with 2 problems. There's like a serial killer murderer who like sucks people dry, okay, and they're like on the loose. But also she's got these friends who in the last one she discovered they have like a Wendigo curse on them. They like become this Wendigo monster. And she is trying to help them solve that spell problem while also being just like a normal teenager in high school. So she's got like normal grades problems, like normal boy problems or whatever. She's also recently learned how to play this like witch game to do with tarot, which is perfect for Shorty September because we've gone with our tarot card like idea. But she uses like enchanted tarot cards to do like a magic game where they do like battle in the air. Okay, I'm about halfway through it at the minute, and Sabrina is spending a lot of time coming up with creative ways to spy on her aunts at the minute, because she did a spell a bit ago trying to find out the source of the Wendigo spell on her friends, and realized that they may have had something to do with it, like they may be the source of the spell from when her friends were babies. Anyway, I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. Look at how cool this art is. So cool. Okay, I have finished it by the pool, and I'm gonna go with 4 stars. Like, as I knew it would do. There was a twist at the end. Fully enjoyed it. The art and these ones like this, love it. It's a good time. However, still not a 5-star read. I'm like halfway through Shorty September, and no 5-star reads yet. For today we had this one, and this one. 3-star read, 2 4-star reads. Like, I enjoyed them, but I feel like this 5-star read is so elusive, man. It's like hunting a rare animal. I'm not feeling it this year. Okay, for tomorrow's book, are you ready? We're gonna do ripped shorts, okay? So, for ripped shorts, we've got Fair Street Bitches, The Perfect Date. I don't know what this is about, but it's probably about teenagers killing each other, and I am so excited. Okay, if you've made it this far, thank you. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, please let me know. Still loving hearing about what you're reading and adding that to my list. And also just, what are y'all doing? How's your end of summer going? Have you started new projects recently? Okay, I will see you guys next time.